All right, that apart, in other international news, it's also the focus on West Asia. Remember, the war is still on. Israel, Hamas and the West Asia region, which has engulfed Iran too. On that note, remember, what is happening is that while Israel says it will continue to go after the terrorist hideouts, whether it's in Gaza or other places, this is escalating as Hezbollah, with the ceasefire that has come in the picture, Israel is maintaining strict patrol along the northern border, ensuring Hezbollah does not breach the ceasefire agreement. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has slammed international arrest warrant against him. He's called it invalid, arguing that the International Criminal Court has no jurisdiction in this case. Israeli government has warned it will respond to any breach to prevent a repeat of 7th October attacks. Meanwhile, Israel carried out an airstrike on a Hezbollah facility, citing terror activity detection. The airstrike comes amid heavy patrol in the region. Additional Lebanese troops, meanwhile, have been deployed in southern Lebanon since the ceasefire agreement was agreed upon. Meanwhile, India Today's managing editor Gaurav Sawant spoke exclusively to Israeli envoy to India, Reuven Azar. Let's listen into him.
Israeli tanks are reported to have opened fire in 6 different locations in southern Lebanon. Hezbollah leader says IDF is opening fire on people who are returning home to check what remains of their homes after the Israeli bombings.
What Israel is doing right now is giving a chance to the ceasefire. We will abide by the conditions of the ceasefire, which state very clearly that Hezbollah operatives are not allowed to go south of the Litani River. If Hezbollah operatives do go south, then they will meet the might of the Israeli Defense Forces.
So are we to understand, Ambassador, that the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1701 will be followed? That is what you want in toto as part of the ceasefire agreement. Well, that Israel wants to ensure Hezbollah withdraws north of the Litani River and the UN forces or Lebanese forces monitor the territory south of the Litani River. Is that what you want strict enforcement of?
Yeah, of course. We've been saying this from the beginning. And if you remember, following the aggression of Hezbollah on the 8th of October, Israel has sought a political solution that will bring full implementation of UN Security Council 1701. And the aim of this ceasefire and this mechanism that was created is to create a better mechanism to implement that resolution. However, if the Lebanese government and Hezbollah do not implement the resolution, Israel will take independent action.
Now, there is an apprehension that the ceasefire will actually give the Hezbollah an opportunity to regroup, rearm, and then relaunch attacks, and not just on northern Israel. Is that a fear that you share?
Well, there's always a concern because the aim of this Israeli military operation was not to completely eradicate Hezbollah. We were not planning to invade the entire territory of Lebanon. The situation we want to reach is exactly as you said before, that Resolution 1701 is implemented. So Hezbollah may try to rearm and regroup, but if it tries to do so south to the Litani, then Israel will take action because it contradicts the terms of the ceasefire.